today's meeting here. And I think we have 3 on for continuance. Yeah, three continued cases here today. I'm just gonna start very briefly with 90 John Carver Road because we had another request for an extension, so we'll handle that very quickly. Same reasons. Does anyone want to make a motion to continue?
Continue to July?
Well, they said they actually could continue for a couple months, but let's do July just in case, I think.
Okay. All right, so I'll move to accept the request of the applicant on number Z 264 90 John Carver Road to continue its hearing until the July meeting.
Second.
All those in favor? Alright. So before we begin today, if anyone would like to speak today, please stand and raise your right hand. Gonna take your oath.
You mean if we have to ask a question?
If you want to speak on any of the cases today, yeah. If anyone's the testimony before this board will be held. I actually don't have that before me. Testimony to be given before this board will be taken under oath. So if you want to speak, I swear the testimony given before me will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. The response is, I do.
I do.
Okay. So let's start with 107 Woburn Street, a continuance from last time, or 2 times.
Good evening, I'm Attorney Josh Latham here tonight on behalf of 107 Woburn Street. This is a continued hearing from the April 6th date. To give a brief summary of the context, we did appear that night and we presented our primary case. We also submitted a memorandum and had a PowerPoint presentation. We did propose continuing for 2 months so that we could discuss some changes with Mr. Tucker and Ms. Dominici, the abutters, relative to the site plan. We did since prepare a revised site plan, sent them on May 4th. I did meet with Mr. Tucker this evening just to discuss it, and we do have an additional change from that meeting. Nothing that should, I think, hold up, with more just a condition we can include in the decision. And that leads to this evening. So with regards to the revised plan, which should be in your packet, major updates, we've reconfigured the parking lot. The existing parking lot was a commercial lot, provided for 18 parking spaces. It also had spaces that face directly into the neighbor's home. And so what we've proposed doing is reducing the total pavement by about 932 square feet, reconfiguring the parking spaces so that none will actually directly face into the home. This also allows us to increase the green space by 932 square feet. We're adding a row of arborvitae along the property line to create a vegetative buffer. And the additional thing we proposed from our meeting today was to add a privacy fence. So it'll be along the inside line of that arborvitae. The fence that we're proposing is similar to the one at Schoolhouse Commons up at the St. Agnes project that my client had done. So it was a quality fence, it's done very well. So it's a similar fence to that we would install, and we can provide an updated plan as a condition of the decision if you are inclined to vote tonight. With that, that's essentially where we are at this point, and I'm happy to answer any questions that the board might have.
I'll open up for questions from the board.
Just for context, I can't picture the existing fence of the other project. Do you know, like, about, is it solid, is it wood?
It is, it's a privacy fence, so it's a solid fence. I can't remember if it's wood or if it's a different type of material, but it was approved by this board when we actually did that project, and so it was something that we figured out. I guess I can also note that I have been in communication with Andrew McNichols. He did prepare a draft decision that I reviewed. I think the only comment would be to add in that this fence would be a revision from what he had prepared.
Sounds like you addressed most of the concerns, if not all of the concerns from before. I don't have any questions, but I was here for the meeting, so if anyone has any additional questions. The main issue that we discussed last time in April, was really that parking lot issue. I think the neighbor was concerned that they were gonna create a whole lot more noise in the medical facility, although the medical, 9 to 5 really isn't feasible for this property anymore. And I think, sounds like you've addressed those concerns.
And if it helps, the required number of spaces would be 9. We are still providing 13. We're reducing it by 5, so it's still it should not create any parking issues. We should have sufficient surplus parking.
So you're putting a fence in front of the arborvitae's.
Right, it's gonna be like layered, so
Where the neighbor is.
correct, there'll be a fence along the lot line, right where their chain link fence is now, and then on the inside of our lot line will be a series of arborvitae as well to create a vegetative buffer. So
That's where the 2 cars are parked tandem there.
correct, yeah, we have that done more of a parallel basis again,
So
so.
no headlights?
Headlights, correct.
Okay. Oh, there it is. I'm
Yeah.
looking for it.
Yeah.
I saw it earlier today. Have it there.
Oh, you do have a chain link fence.
It's
Oh,
existing.
so you're
It's
gonna
there
put
now.
that, yeah, okay.
So we'll put our
Yeah.
privacy fence on our property line side along that exact chain link fence.
So I'm assuming that you had a conversation with the neighbor.
We did, and they are here this
Everything is
evening.
good?
Any further questions? Okay, I'm gonna open it up to public comment. If anyone wants to speak on this property. I don't think you got sworn in. Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
Okay. Come on up.
Sorry, I keep forgetting that switch is there.
77 High Street, we're abutting the property 107. I have talked to Josh Latham and stuff there. We're not happy about it, but we're kind of just doing what we can do and stuff there. I just had one question that I put up there, trash. What is gonna happen with the trash? Is it gonna be a dumpster? Is it gonna be?
I would have to talk to Andrew for 6 units. I'm not sure if it's gonna end up being a small dumpster, if it would be more of the pull-out variety.
Okay. Because that was the other
Yeah,
one of the
I can get you an
concerns
answer
going
on
in
that.
and stuff like that there, and where it was gonna be located and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So,
I can commit it's not gonna be along your property line.
yeah, and I'm not too worried about it, I'm just worried about trash general
Sure.
because of rodents and everything there all around the area and stuff, it's just drawing in, because where the medical building was, there wasn't that type of trash, that household trash and stuff
Mhm.
like that going
Okay.
on, so that was one of my concerns there and stuff, so. But, yeah, so, it's just, yeah, me and my wife tired, we got some medical things going on and stuff there, and it's just, we just don't have the sources, the power, to fight it, so. We're kinda just packing up and falling back, so. Alrighty, thank you.
Would anyone else like to speak on this case? All right, I'm gonna close public comment. So we did go through all the variance criteria last time, so I don't think that we need to today. All that's left is really to vote. So if someone feels strongly they wanna make a motion.
Did you guys have a chance to review the draft decision? I did send that over. Andrew did add a handful of conditions in there. You guys can change them. They don't have to be
They're
set in
over
stone, but that's part of kind of like what we want Josh for. And if you like, I can try to put this up on the screen if you want.
This 1 through 7,
Right here.
Yes.
Did you see?
I got
Number
it.
one is the basic standard that we put into our decisions.
There is, just to address some of the neighbors' concerns, one of the conditions that is recommended to us here from the town, concerns trash removal and delivery. Trash removal and delivery to the site shall be prohibited before 7 AM and after 10 PM. Just- All of these look like good recommendations. Did you have a chance to discuss if the affordable units was or two?
Yes, absolutely. So we're proposing 2 affordable units at 60% AMI.
Okay.
And that's included within the conditions. The only change that I would have is the new one, just to add under number 4, that we will also do the privacy fence. Thank you.
Once everyone has time to take a look at 1 through 7.
I actually haven't seen that one.
Oh, here, do you wanna?
Did that get emailed out?
It's the last email,
It came,
the very first,
Today?
look at it.
Yes.
I didn't get an
I
email.
got that.
I didn't get that.
So you guys should have. Oh.
It was with the
Yep, I see
yeah,
Yeah, with the continuance,
It-
there's the decision
and
and
the
51.
revised variance criteria.
I was sent it 9/28 this morning.
Yes, this one.
28.
I also
Oh,
have it
I
up
didn't
on,
get it.
I have it up on the screen as well.
That's okay. Okay. I'm good.
Do you wanna take a look?
I have it on
Oh,
my
there you go.
laptop.
Alright.
I move to grant the petitioners Joshua Latham on behalf of. Not on behalf of Rick. Let's see. Who's your client?
107 Woburn Street LLC.
Okay, on behalf of 107 Woburn Street LLC, a variance from sections 7.0, 7.3, 7.0 and 7.3 pursuant to Mass General Law, Chapter 48, Section 10, under Reading zoning bylaws, Section 4.5.2, 6.3, and 7.4. Sorry, ignore the first two. I think it's just. Do we need a special?
This one.
I'm looking at the wrong one. That's why. Okay. I move to grant the petition of Joshua Latham on behalf of 107 Woburn Street LLC, a variance from sections 5.3.2, 6.3, and 7.4 pursuant to Mass General Law, Chapter 48, Section 10, in order to return the property at 107 Woburn Street, or to convert an existing non-conforming medical office into a new non-conforming multifamily residential dwelling in a single-family district on the property at 107 Woburn Street, Reading, Massachusetts, subject to the conditions that Andrew McEnroe has drafted in the draft decision dated. Do you have a date?
June 1st.
June 1st, 2026.
With the additional privacy.
Yes,
That's
additional
it.
privacy sense under section 4, section C. I don't think we need to read through all of them here. So
No.
okay, sounds good. and all the usual conditions apply, which are also laid out in this draft decision.
Seconded.
And we're gonna reference a plot plan 2 here, 107 Woburn Street, prepared by John D. Sullivan III. And yes, and so this was revised 5/4/26, and we're also gonna get an updated one from Attorney Latham that shows the privacy fence. So we'll condition it upon that.
I also want to note that Attorney Latham verbally committed the dumpster wouldn't be along the abutters fence line, so.
And we had a second?
Yep.
Yeah. All those in favor?
Aye.
Unanimous.
Thank you very much. Have a good night.
Thank you.
All right, moving right along, we already did 9 John Carver Road, so we're gonna end with 51 Forest Street. Which again is a continuance from May, I believe.
May, yes.
Yes.
I did get the email, Amanda, it went into my trash for some reason. Not that it's trash.
Do any of you need any copies of the amended documents that I provided?
If you've got copies, I could use them
I
because they're not
absolutely
downloading on my
do.
phone.
I have so many copies. These are not the right copies. How about? Goodness sakes. Hang on a second. I have too many copies.
If not, I'll look on somebody else's, it's fine.
All right,
Opted.
here we go. These copies. For you?
Thank you.
Anyone else?
Sure.
For you?
Thank you.
For you? Anybody else?
You got them, sure.
Absolutely, I've got them. You're all in line, very good. All right, I also, I have photos of the lot. This is just to help you visualize, yes?
Nope.
Oh, okay, very good. This is just to help you visualize the space of the lot. And I am not an engineer, but I did also take like a little bit of a measurement of the the driveway to the best of my ability. And I just wanted to give you guys the idea that when we're talking about the garage here, we are talking about a space that is already the driveway. It is the width of the driveway. It's not going to be bigger than the driveway. It is like almost, what, sorry?
The driveway's 24 feet, right
It's
before that
exact-
tree?
Right, not even right before that tree, just right on the driveway line.
Oh, really?
Basically just smack dab right on that driveway line. So just keep that in mind as we talk about the property and the variance that I am requesting. So this is a continuance, of course, from last time. And the relief is unchanged, the plan is unchanged, but I have come bearing more evidence to support the variance criteria, and I have also revised the variance criteria that I've submitted with the request. So in brief, I would like to go over those very quickly. And then I will open up for any questions. So first of all, the first variance criteria is to describe the circumstances relating to the soil condition, shape, or topography, which especially affect the land or structures in question, but which do not generally affect the zoning district in which the land or structure is located that would substantiate the granting of a variance. So the property is on a pre-existing non-conforming lot, significantly deficient in total area and lot frontage. So I have 76 feet of frontage. I'm supposed to have 100, but that's just the way my property line is. And it is also 13,000 square feet, roughly, where it should be 15,000. These physical circumstances, which affect a large amount of the S15 district where my property is located, are further complicated by a unique tapering lot shape. This unique tapering lot shape allows for near but not complete compliance with the required side yard width as specified in section 6.3 and applied to attached garages, in section 5.5.1.2a. The second criteria is to describe how the literal enforcement of the provisions of the zoning ordinance relating to the circumstances, especially affecting the land or structure in question, would involve substantial hardship, financial or otherwise, to the petitioner. This was a subject on which the board had several questions during the last meeting, and so I opted to be very verbose in this section of the hardships that I believe that are presented here. So, literal enforcement of the provisions of the zoning ordinance would require that the proposed garage be either relocated and detached or redesigned. Relocating and detaching the garage inflicts significant hardship, both financial and operational. The next most feasible location for the garage, based on my builder's assessment, appears to be somewhere in the rear of the plot. However, my builder estimated that location and said it would impose an additional $33,500 to $57,500 of additional site work. You can find that in the formal contractor assessment that was prepared and signed by Catalano Construction Group. It's attached to the document. When asked for an assessment, Catalano Construction additionally raised site safety and feasibility concerns regarding to the proposal to relocate the garage to the rear of the property. You can find that also attached as the contractor site safety and feasibility addendum. Basically, the long and the short of it is, they're concerned that if they try and bring their machinery into my backyard, that they're gonna get too close to some of the existing structures, and so those structures will need to get modified as well. In addition, there are a number of smaller hardships that add up. This is a little bit fuzzier, but I do want to bring them to the board's attention. The new location introduces 500 to 650 square feet of a new impervious driveway. Vehicle traffic would regularly be channeled past the first floor windows of both 51 Forest Street and the neighboring property. Routine use of the structure at the new location would require traversing 40 to 50 feet of exterior walkway in all weather, and we know how the weather can get. There is an in-ground sprinkler system that would need to be removed or substantially altered. There is a raised bed garden that would need to be relocated or otherwise have its access be hampered. And the light in the rear yard of the property would also be substantially affected by the construction of the detached structure. Redesigning the garage, therefore, may seem simpler on paper. However, to do so carries its own hardship. Catalano Construction quoted 24 feet by 24 feet as the minimum size for a two-car garage. Therefore, to redesign the garage would be to reduce the size of the garage from a two-car garage to a different type of garage, a one-car garage or 1.5-car garage, something along those lines. Taken together with the previous statement of hardship, literal enforcement of the zoning ordinance precludes the possibility, barring significant hardship, of a two-car garage entirely on the property, a clear blow to the value of the property based entirely on the tapered nature of the lot. To point at Reading's own housing demographic statistic currently published to the town website, as of 2020, the vast majority of households in Reading are family households. Forest Street is especially a neighborhood of family households, owing to its proximity within walking distance of Reading Memorial High School, Arthur W. Coolidge Middle School, and Birch Street Elementary School. If you drive down Forest Street, you will see numerous two-car garages. They're a necessity for family properties. I purchased 51 Forest Street from a family. I intend to raise a family at 51 Forest Street, and beyond my time on 51 Forest Street, I am certain I will not be the last family to whom the construction of a two-car garage would be both necessary and beneficial. The third criteria is to describe how desirable relief may be granted without substantial detriment to the public good. Relief may be granted by granting the variance of 5.1 feet, allowing the 9.9 foot setback at the front corner of the proposed structure. This does not inflict substantial detriment to the public good, as the setback is only 9.9 feet at its narrowest, growing to 14.7 feet at the end of the structure, owing to the tapered nature of the lot. You can see this in the revised, what's the name of the plan? That one, over there.
The plot plan.
You can see this on the revised plot plan survey. That was the word I was looking for. The revised survey that I've attached here. Even the proposed 9.9 foot setback is nearly doubling the 5 foot setback required for detached garages under section 5.512C of the Reading bylaws. Additionally, the project maintains a total lot coverage of only 15.4%, which is well below the 25% maximum allowed, ensuring the structure does not overcrowd the lot or negatively impact the surrounding neighbors. I also submitted that the abutter most affected by the relief has reviewed the certified plot plans and architectural plans has offered their verbal and written support for the proposed variance. This was under the impression that they were going to provide a signed letter. However, they chose not to do that and are instead here in person. Finally, I would like to describe how desirable relief may be granted without nullifying or substantially derogating from the intent or purpose of the zoning ordinance of the town of Reading, which is the fourth criteria required. And I would like to claim that under section 1(0), no provision of the purpose of the zoning bylaw is violated by the relief requested. And in fact, the requested relief supports the zoning bylaw's mission, namely by being positioned directly at the end of an established driveway that is exactly the proportions of the garage. The proposed structure necessitates the smallest amount of destruction of natural resources, the lowest impact on drainage, and is plainly the location that most enhances the beauty of the neighborhood. Does the board have any questions?
Under question 3, you mentioned relief by granting a variance of 5.1 feet. Where is that measurement on the plot plan?
Well, 9.9
Right, but his first sentence references
He's
5.
at-
Cause it would be,
minus
cause that's the difference between what you're supposed to have and what you.
4 point.
what you must
Gotcha,
have.
understood, thank you.
This, the site work item.
Mm-hmm.
So the two different prices that he sent you,
Mm-hmm.
it's one where the garage would be in its place now.
No, that is in addition to the price of the garage. This is before he even pours the foundation, what would he need to do extra for the additional work to put it in the rear?
So is he saying, let's just take the first one, tree removal, stump grinding.
Yeah,
Is he saying between 35 and 65?
yeah, he's giving an estimate because he said that he didn't know the exact numbers until he was like on the property doing the work. Because that sort of thing can vary depending on,
So it's not two different prices,
not to my understanding, no. It is an estimate.
because that's a big estimate. You know, from 35 to 65, 8,000 to 14,000.
Yeah, I can't speak to,
Because it does say from between 33. Oh, I would love to estimate jobs like that.
I wish he was here.
Materials can kind of fluctuate a fair amount with our
Permit could be anywhere between
materials.
$10 and $1,000.
This is if you put where was he estimating putting that garage? Like where in the back? Because I see, you have trees back there, right?
I do.
You do?
Yeah, yeah, he was estimating putting it about squarely in the rear of the property. You can kind of see on the plot plan, unfortunately, I don't have.
Yeah, over to the left?
It was, yeah, it's to the left, it's about 15 feet from the deck, 15 feet from the shed, about squarely in the middle of the back there.
Yeah. And thanks for that measurement. See, that makes most sense, because you're right there almost complying,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah,
Right.
Because I didn't know if that was still like 10
right, like 10
foot
feet,
long, yeah.
sure, yeah, no, it's very, very close.
So basically, it's your front corner, and then
Yeah.
that's the most dramatic. How about the tree that's in the driveway, towards the front of the garage, on the left side?
Yeah, towards the front and the left side, yeah. I believe that will likely need to be removed, but it probably won't need to be removed literally for the construction of the garage.
Yeah.
It just might need to get removed because we don't want it hanging over the garage structure.
Well, I'll just say that you obviously listened to what we were saying last time and you addressed everything, so thank you.
It was a great presentation.
Thank you. I knew a little bit more about what to expect this time around.
Yeah, the only thing confusing was this, the amount of construction between.
Yeah.
Also, you said you sent a set of plans.
Yes, previously, there was a question about moving the windows from the easterly side to the northerly side of the property. So I had my builder draw plans for doing exactly that. Seemed prudent to protect the privacy of my neighbors.
And what do they put in a lally column right in the middle of the garage?
I guess it's what they need to do for support.
Because it's only one story.
Yeah. Maybe the idea is that I can expand it upwards because it's now so supported. I don't know. I could not tell you. He told me at one point, he was like, this is important and you need it. And that was basically what I heard.
Well, if it's, they do have engineered joists. Could they go across with engineered joists, 24 feet? That's max, right?
Yeah, I think so.
You could also go with metal I-beam,
And I put a
be a little
beam
bit more, but
instead of having a post in the middle, yeah.
It's a good
it's been
thought.
done.
Again, thank you for taking the time to update the criteria. I gave you my feedback. I think I went on the record in saying that I already supported number 1 and number 2 here for the credentials. And you laid it out very nicely, so I drew an inference on 3, and I feel like you cleaned up number 4. I would like to hear from the public, but if anyone has any questions before. Okay,
I turn it over.
I'm gonna open it up to public comment.
She owns the property
Sure,
technically. I'm
That's
her
fine.
daughter,
No problem.
but. My name is Sheila Bruzzese, and that's my mother Rose Bruzzese. So like I said, she's the owner of the property. I'm the trustee. But so as Rich said in his proposal, that we've looked through the plans. I did actually just download the packet this weekend, so I looked it over this weekend. But we're not architects or engineers, so it looks great. We're happy that Rich is going to enhance his property. You know, we're supportive of that. And so I guess we just have one question, maybe concern. If down the road, I want to apply for a variance, now having his structure at some point 14 feet and then 9 feet away, would that in any way impact or preclude me from getting a favorable approval for a variance?
You're on the left.
Are you,
If you're facing his property, I'm directly on the left
With
where
the
the
tree.
abutters, yeah, 55 Forest. So that would be my only concern with these new setback limits or lines or feet. Would that,
so
impact?
what is it that you're thinking?
yeah, I don't know if that makes sense. Like down the road, if I want to apply for a variance,
Yeah,
just because there is like a solid structure now 9 feet or less than 10 feet away in one area and then 14 feet away in another area, we share a property line. If I wanted to do something on that side because I'm closer to the property line, I don't know, does that make sense?
You-
You know what I mean?
She
Like,
has a different case, I think, because she's already that close to the property line. It would be, it's already a non-conforming structure.
right, like I'm thinking I have to probably put in a variance someday if I wanted to do something, but now having, you know,
Right,
his
it's
structure.
if it's a different process, because non-conforming structures will go through the special permit process rather than the variance process, which is a little bit easier to get
That's
through.
only if, so if she's doing something like, I don't know if I'm
Within
speaking
that
detached over here and it
footprint.
creates a new nonconformity, that would be a variance.
Gotcha.
And same thing, like in the back, if they decide, I'm assuming you probably couldn't do it, but full addition in the back, going backwards, if they would create a new non-conforming rear or side yard setback, that would be a variance. But if they
So
were
What
extending
she's saying is,
along or up, then that
You
would
could go
be a
back.
special
What's the non-conformance now?
permit.
How close they are.
the side, the left side of her house.
Oh, that side, oh, yeah, I see.
I don't know, because that's clipping the roof. I don't know if that's straight, you know?
Yeah,
Is it non-conforming?
I think that's a little
Oh,
thick.
obviously it is, because it's not 15 feet.
I don't know.
if you have to if you're required to get a variance for anything, you're still gonna have to meet the same criteria.
Okay, so it doesn't like
It's-
reset my criteria?
You're still gonna have to meet.
Makes sense, because he has a structure closer,
Yeah.
does it then make me have to go further back?
No, your
That's
dimensions
basically-
will still be the same, so
Okay.
you're still gonna be dealing with your lot line. He's not coming over into your property
Alright, so he has no
at all.
impact on me in the future, or that structure, his structure will have no impact. I mean, you guys decide what you
Not that I can
decide, and I
think
put
of.
in my application with whatever, and I may be approved or not approved, but that won't impact a decision. I think you answered my question, I think I'm,
Yeah, you have, that's your driveway side of the house.
right.
So I'm estimating it's probably 30 feet away from his lot line, or you're sharing a lot line.
Yeah, that looks like an old picture.
Yeah.
But,
And you say
yeah.
Route 6, that's that cul-de-sac that
Yeah,
goes
that whole
back
thing,
there?
yeah.
You guys have a whole little compound there?
We used to, yeah, but yeah, my brother's still back there. Yeah,
I can't think of anything that would.
Does that make sense, though, what I'm
restrict-
saying?
I
I don't know if it's
get what you're
confusing.
trying
You
to
still
say.
have,
Well, you're, you know, like they said, you'd still have to meet the same criteria. One of the criteria is that what you wanna do does not act to the detriment of everybody else,
Right.
the neighborhood, basically, the public good, but in this case, the neighborhood. So, I mean, I suppose if everybody suddenly started wanting to do it and we end up with garages up against sidelines all over the place, you know, I suppose there comes a point where that becomes untenable,
Well,
but
I'm actually not thinking of a
but-
garage, I'm thinking of like, you know, bumping out my house a little bit on that
Right,
side, because I
right,
can't
yeah.
on the other side, or I don't think I can on the other side,
Right.
because it's ledge. And it might be, Amanda mentioned, it might be frontage, it might be
what's your,
considered frontage.
what's that?
I mean, we can't, you know, obviously we can't make any guarantees one
No,
way
I
or the
know.
other.
I know,
But just, I mean, what mostly is important is sort of the character of the neighborhood and
Right.
the feel of the neighborhood.
right,
And the fact that the neighbor did something, I can see where on the one hand you would think, well, now it looks crowded on his side, so we can't make it look crowded on my side. But on the other hand, if it fits in the neighborhood,
right,
it fits in the neighborhood.
Okay.
So, I can't imagine much of a scenario, you know, about what you would wanna do,
okay.
where that would affect it one way or the other.
Can't-
All right, well then, yeah, so we walked the property tonight with Rich, and we have the packet, and we looked through it, and it looks beautiful. And I'm speaking for you, Mom,
Yeah.
but you can say it too, we fully support his project, and we're his primary abutter. I mean, it would be most affected to us, so we fully support his project if that weighs, you know, on his behalf. That's all I have.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.
Closing public comment. Any last remarks, questions, anything? Someone wants to make a motion on this one? Okay. This is, Far Street.
51.
Amanda, I have a question while we have you over there. While we're looking, can the chair make a motion? I know they typically don't, but just out of curiosity.
I'm not sure, I don't think I typically do.
We won't do it today then,
Been
but
done in
we'll,
the past.
I'll do it.
yeah, we'll ask Andrew.
Okay. So I will move to grant the petitioner Richard, is it Otti or Ott?
It is Ake.
Richard Otti, a variance from sections 4.5.2, 6.3, and 7.4 of the zoning bylaws in order to construct the garage as shown in his application for 51 Forest Street in Reading, record number Z265, and as specifically shown on the plot plan on the plot plan by David P. Terranzoni, PLS, dated 5/7/26, or I'm sorry, dated March 4th, 26, and revised 5/27/26. And I think that covers it.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
All those in favor? Unanimous.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for listening.
We'll draft the decision, the decision's drafted and posted. That will start the 20-day appeal period.
Okay.
That will also be mailed out to all the abutters. Once the appeal period is done, then you can come to the town clerk, pick up your certified decision, and then bring that to the registry of deeds to record it there. Then you take a copy of that recording and you bring it back to the building department. And once I do all of that, I'll put notes into your OpenGov comments and just let you know it's been posted, and when the expiration date is up and you can pick it up.
Fabulous, thank you.
And if you wanna talk to Andrew at some point in town hall about your variant stuff, that's probably a good start.
Okay,
When you do go for that. Are you in an irrevocable trust?
say again.
Are you in an irrevocable trust or?
Yes, irrevocable.
Okay.
What does that mean?
I can't give you any advice, but
Oh.
maybe ask the mortgage company before you do anything.
Oh, yeah, no.
Okay,
Okay,
thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Yep, yeah, you guys are done. Good.
alright, last thing on our agenda is the minutes, which I did look at.
Just wanted to thank you guys again for my builder gave me, like when I reached out to you.
I didn't have any immediate changes, although I lost it in a sense.
Yeah, my name is misspelled a couple of times, as usual.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
The sad thing is like I go through them so many times and I know what's supposed to be there, so my mind just fills it.
Yeah, absolutely. You got it, man. Yeah, this is amazing. Okay, yeah, we're so basically just need to say.
Does anyone wanna approve the minutes?
Motion to approve the minutes as amended.
That seems bad.
Do I hear a second?
Second?
Then they'll
All those in favor?
have the actual.
Oh, here's my name. You might have that.
It's amazing. Absolutely, it made perfect sense. And I think, did you feel like you got?
Unanimous.
Are we doing reorg tonight or are we waiting?
Yes. So
Yeah, it's even better than.
because anyone new wouldn't be able to be chair anyway.
There's
So it's
nothing,
up to you guys to
but I do
decide
on my
who you
own, has no impact on me, which is exactly what.
I don't mind, I haven't done it yet, so.
All you.
Unless you're gonna come back.
At this time next year, I will hopefully not be living in eastern Massachusetts anymore. Hopefully.
Thank you so much, Sheila.
Neighbors.
Alright,
Really good.
guess I'll nominate
Lovely to
myself.
meet you.
I second.
Alright. All those in favor?
Aye.
Vice chair nominations?
Vice chair.
Vice
I
chair.
can't, I'm an associate.
Oh, really? Still? I think we're
Oh,
close.
well, that's the thing, because maybe we shouldn't do this now, because
Yeah, we should wait for.
So Chris,
somebody who's an associate now is gonna be a full member,
Yeah.
but we don't know who yet.
this is true. We could do the chair now and then do the vice chair then. Because I think we would still need the chair because
Right,
starting
that's
the
true
new
too.
Chris won't be the chair anymore, so.
Right.
Okay.
Alright.
Sounds good.
Okay,
That's good.
Motion to adjourn?
so moved.
Second.
Yeah. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay.